want to specially appreciate your...
Good afternoon, students. Are you happy? You are not happy. Thank you for not disappointing me. Your answer is always true. Abi, there is no yes in your dictionary. You better make yourself happy. That's Mrs. Olaleye. For those of us that don't know her, that's the head of counseling unit. How many of us want to finish well? All of you? Very good. Now, wave your hand like this. Do that hand like this. Yes. You see, your success in FUNAB is in that hand. What you finish with in FUNAB is in that hand. You are responsible for your grade. The grade you finish with, you are responsible for it. You cannot blame anybody for anything. You don't have any excuse. You can't blame anything, anybody. It's in your hand. That is why you must listen this afternoon. You must understand things that will help you to finish well in FUNAB. Please, I'm begging you now, put all phones inside your bag or pocket. Don't hold your phone in your hand. Manual, please. Any phone, you don't have to press before you see so. If you see anybody holding phone, seize it. Yes. We are here to let you know. Information is powerful. We want you to know things that will help your life, things that will guide you to finish well. So please, give it what it takes this minute. Listen. You are allowed to jot down, you are allowed to write, but not to press phone. Listen. Tell your neighbor, listen. To finish well, to have good grade, all of you here can have first class. It is possible, and nobody will deny you. Number one thing you must know that you have to do from this moment is to have goals. Set goal for yourself. Set goal. You start with what I want to finish with. Write it down. Take note of that word. Write your goal down. Don't just say I desire first class and you think that because you desire it, that's all. Write it down. And when you write it down, you must know that it's beyond your desire. Prayer can do all things, but you must know that prayer without work is what? Is what? Is dead. So you must work. Whatever you pray for, you must work for it. Start with setting goal for yourself. Write your goal down. Not only what I desire to finish with. You will now write steps that will help you to achieve the goals. Then place it. Take note of that one too. Place it where you see it almost every time. Place it. Read it every day if possible. Have something guiding you. Have something that guides you, okay? That will remind you of what you want. So that will not be carried away. You always remember. The next one you must know is that managing your time is attached, is together to your success. They are together. There is no way you can achieve your goal if you cannot manage your time well. Time management is very, very, very important. And to do that, you must have something called personal timetable. We are going to see a sample of personal timetable now. A sample of personal timetable, a timetable that takes care of every hour of the day. The 24 hours that you have in a day must be taken care of. Not just time to do personal studies. Not just time to go for lectures. No. Every hour of the day must be planned. It means that the time to sleep, you put it in your timetable. Time to eat, you put it in your timetable. Time to do your personal studies. Time to play. You want to go to sports center? Let it reflect in your timetable. Every hour of the day. And it will help you to guide you to always remember that you have limited time. But always remember that everybody has 24 hours. People that will be making first class in your department, they have the same 24 hours that you have in a day. So you don't have any reason to say, I don't have time. No time. Lecture always end late. No time. Always tired when I come back for lectures. No time. It is not an excuse for you to fail. You will not fail by God's grace. So in your timetable, you have way of doing it that will help you. 24 hours a day. There are things you must know that must be in your timetable, and they must be there appropriately and adequately. For example, you are expected to study for 30 hours in a week. 30 hours in a week. By the time you divide 30 hours by a number of days, 7 days in a week, you have nothing less than 4.5 hours. And because in this timetable, there is no half hour there. You can't bring it down, so you take it up to 5 hours a day. So in your timetable, there must be 5 hours a day for personal studies. I am reading how many hours? Nothing less than 2 hours a day. It is not enough. The right time, right hours to read in a day is 5 hours. If you want to help yourself, you must read for 5 hours in a day. Another thing that must be in your timetable is the time you sleep. You need your sleep. Your brain needs it. Minimum of 5 hours a day. Lectures is 9 hours a day, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Now let's add all these hours together. 9 hours lectures plus 5 hours sleep. Give us how many hours? Please, we are doing it together. You have to answer me. 5 plus 9, 14 hours. Now, personal studies. Okay, we add 5 hours sleep, 5 hours lectures, 5 hours sleep, 5 hours personal studies. That's 10 hours plus 9 hours school lectures. That's 19 hours. How many hours do you have left? If you remove it from 24 hours, 5 hours. So, 5 hours now. Maybe you have 24 hours in a day. Now, we call those 3 things lectures, school lectures, 9 hours, sleeping, 5 hours, personal study, 5 hours. Call it 3 core things that you must do. If you want to finish going for lectures and your personal study, very, very important. You must not fail with these 3. You have 5 hours left every day. That 5 hours is for every other thing you want to do. You want to visit friends. You want to go to sports center. You want to do whatever you want to do outside those 3 core things. You have to do them under 5 hours. So you must always. So you will now. That will tell you that we don't have hours for watching movies, hours for pressing phone. So if you want to press phone 2 hours, you remove it from the 5 hours. You want to eat, remove it from the 5 hours. You want to wash clothes, you want to wash your plate, you want to do anything. You know that every other thing is under what? 5 hours. It will get you a lot to do necessary things, to do things that will help you to finish well. Lecture is very, very important. Don't joke with it. Don't rely on copying notes. Attend lectures and learn to get to the exam on time. Do you know the number of students admitted this year? You were so many. Fine. Our lecture rules, we've not expanded it to. Do you know that? I hope you know that. I hope you know that. Our buildings, they are still the same. When you were 3,000, The same building we use for 3,000 admitted, is it the same building we are using for almost 7,000 or so now? What am I trying to tell you now? Learn to get to your lecture on time. If you are not early riser, it means that you will not be able to sit down in lecture rooms. And it is not an excuse to fail. It is not an excuse. So far, we have a student in your class that will be having first class, that will be making 2-1. You will not have an excuse to fail. So please help yourself. And you have to start doing that now, before it is too late. Don't be carried away. There are so many distractions here and there. Be determined, know what you want. And all these things, set them in your goals. Read them every day. Remind yourself all these necessary things. You have to be in lectures on time. Attend all lectures. And take meaningful notes. Meaningful notes in class. That is, when your lecturer is dictating in class and you are missing points, don't leave that class without updating your notes. Don't go back to your hostel with notes that you cannot read and understand. Make sure your note is meaningful so that you enjoy reading by the time you are reading it. Now, other things you must consider when you are fixing your personal timetable, like courses you have ahead and courses you just learn. You must learn how to fix them in your timetable. How do you fix them? Consider courses that are proving difficult. Example, when you were in school, in secondary school, the way mathematics is dealt with, putting it early in the morning, when your brain is still fresh, and putting it almost every day of the week. So any course proving difficult to you too is only asking you for more time. It's only asking you for concentration. So what you do is put it often in your timetable and read it when your brain is still fresh. It will help you. So another thing you must know is that in your timetable, you learn to read ahead of class. Reading ahead of class is very, very important. Don't go for a lecture without reading ahead of that lecture. You have things that will guide you. In our university website, we have lecture notes there that you can download. You can get notes from your senior ones. You can Google, so far you know the topics, you know the title of the course. Always read ahead of class. By the time your lecture has started, you have previous notes. Read the previous notes before going for that class again. Reading ahead of class is very, very important. Another one is reading over what you have learned. Researchers, psychologists, in their research, they've been able to come up with the idea that it is always good to read over any new thing within 24 hours. So if you learn anything in class, you want to master it, you don't want to forget what you have learned in class, what you have to do, make sure that within 24 hours, go over whatever you have learned within 24 hours. My questions are coming. I hope you are listening. I have questions and I have gifts for those that will be able to answer. So please listen and listen well. So reading ahead and reading over. Tell your neighbor, read ahead and read over what you have learned. It's very, very important. Let me tell you. Personally, I study best graduating student for like 3-4 sessions. Do you know what you mean by best graduating student? Every year when we are doing graduation, there's always a student from all the colleges that will always come first. A student with highest grade, highest score, is always celebrated in this hall during the graduation. Personally, I come to this graduation to study those best graduating students because they are always given opportunity to give speech. Wow, and from my research, all these things, they were able to become best graduating student from all these things, these small things, all these cheap things we are giving you now. Their secret to success. Reading ahead of class, reading over what I have learned, they are the secrets. There is no other shortcut to it. You have goal, you are focused, you are determined, you manage your time well, you read ahead of class, you read over what you have learned. They are the secret to success. There is no way you practice these things that you will not finish with good grades. So please take notes and help yourself by not forgetting all these things. So in your timetable, fix it in a way that it will help you. You don't have to sit down 5 hours at a stretch to do your personal studies. You can put 2 hours like in this timetable now. You can sit 6 to 7, 8 a.m. in the morning. You can fix your own 6 to 8 in the morning. Your lecture starts 9 a.m. You can set okay, I wake up in the morning, do my prayers, then by 6, I start personal studies. By 8, I will get up, go and prepare for the day, and 8:30, quarter to 9, I set out for my lectures. But please, another hour might be in the afternoon when you are free. The 9 hours of lectures we're talking about doesn't mean that 9 to 6 p.m. you have lectures throughout. Some of us, we have a lecture-free day. Time that will help you to study well in your timetable. Another thing that you must know is to understand yourself. Understand yourself. Understand yourself. Your IQ is different from your partner's IQ. But when you understand yourself, it will help you a lot. For example, I used to use 2 students as an example. I have one that finished from HSL, one finished from statistics here. The one that finished from statistics will tell me, I can't go to the library. I normally sleep up. Anytime when I get to the library, it's always too quiet for me. But at the end of the day, she makes use of, she knows what is good for her. And she makes use of that, and she was able to finish with 4 points. Have I said that library is bad? Use of library is good and we always encourage it. The other one cannot read, cannot do night reading at all. 10 p.m. she must be on her bed. She said until 6 a.m. she did not get up from her bed. She was also able to finish with 4 points. I have not said that you should not read at night, and I have not said that library is bad. What I am saying is that these 2 people were able to understand themselves. They all finished with 4 points. Know yourself, know what is good for you, and do exactly what is good for you. What will help you, to get what you want, a good grade. Do you understand? Beware of peer pressure. Beware of copying others. Don't copy others. Don't subject yourself to pressure. Learn to say no when you need to say no. It's going to help you a lot. And you have, learn to relate well. Relationship is very, very important. Learn to relate with especially opposite sex. Don't disturb yourself. We are always encouraged other level students to forget about boyfriend, girlfriend, or dating until you get to 300 level. We don't, it's an advice. If you want to help yourself, 100 level is the best time for you to build good results. Well, try to be on 4 points from now. It's going to help you a lot. So, relate well with opposite sex. Don't disturb your edge with boyfriend, girlfriend. I know some of us, we are already a girl with boyfriend or girlfriend of 18. We know. But if you want to help yourself, drop that now. Drop that. Focus on your studies and you help yourself by doing that. You must be disciplined. Self-discipline is another important thing. You can have this personal timetable. If you are not self-disciplined, you will not make use of it. So self-discipline is very, very, very important. Discipline yourself. You are used to watching movies very well at home. This is for now. Tell yourself no more movie until the end of the semester. No more games until the end of the semester. Everything has its own time. Give me what it takes to pass well now. Another one that you must know is this study skill. We have study technique that you must know. Study skill, study technique is very, very key. There is one that we use to give to students. We call it SQRRR. SQ3R. What do we mean by S? S is survey. What do I call it? Believe you me, I'm going to drink you seriously on that one. You must know it. SQ3R. Because there is no way you will practice it if you don't know it. So please, listen, jot it down. SQ3R. The S here stands for survey. And the slide please. The S here stands for survey. The Q stands for question. The first R is reading. Second R is recite. And the third R is review. What do you mean by? But there are some things you must know before you sit down and plan to make use of this study skill. You must have you must prepare your mind to study. Then have a good way of study. Sit down, psychologically be prepared, physically be prepared. Don't just sit down and after reading 5 minutes, you remember something, you go for it. You remember pencil, you go for it. By the time you use pencil, you notice you need eraser. You go for eraser again. You will distract yourself like that. So psychologically and physically be prepared. Get your things ready that you want to read. Psychologically, make sure you don't have distractions around you. Don't plan to read with your friends. Sit down on your own and read. Avoid distractions. Then when you sit down to read, you make use of this SQ3R. The S there is survey. When you are doing survey, the course material that you want to read, flip through, glance through it. Just familiarize yourself with the course material. Then you come to the key, which is question. From the course material, set questions for yourself. Using the topic, the subtopic, set questions for yourself. Then you go to the first R, which is reading. Reading, you start with reading after setting, keep questions, then start your reading. Do everything possible to read and understand. Read all the methods you know how to use mnemonics, acronyms, just make sure you understand what you are reading. Do research, everything, all textbooks, read, understand the content of the material. When you have done that, you now come to the next R, which is recite. In recite, bring out your questions. Then you try and answer the question as if you are writing an exam. You can type yourself, sit down, then answer the questions that you have said for yourself. If you are doing it for the first time, you will notice that you might not score more than 30-40%. But one thing is that the more you shoot, the better your score will become. By the time you are doing it the second time, you will notice that you score higher, you master better. And you mark yourself under review. Sorry, I've not mentioned review. After you have answered your question, answer the questions that you have, mark answers that you have given yourself, that you have written down. Then you now score yourself and see how far you have been able to master what you are reading. One thing about this study skill is that the more you use it, better you become, and it helps your memory, because memory is a tool that we are using as students here. Just like farmers going to farm, you go to farm with all and cutlass. Students, what your own tool is your memory. Without your memory, you cannot be here, and you have to know how your memory works, function. We have 3 stages of memory. We have sensory memory, we have short-term memory, and you have long-term memory. Somebody should be prepared to come and explain these 3 stages of memory for me. I'm coming to that. I might call on you. somebody should be prepared to come and tell me about these stages of memory. Now, the sensory memory works with where we have our attention. Our attention. If you are in lecture room, you are pressing your phone under the table. At that time, your memory is under the table. If your own mind is at your hostel, God, let them bring light so that I can put my base when I get to the hostel. Your mind is at hostel. That time, your memory is at the hostel. Always try to let your mind be in what you are learning. Let your attention always be with your lecturers. It's going to help you a lot. So after the sensory memory, it now goes to the short-term memory. The short-term memory breaks it down, gives you understanding to what you are learning. Takes seconds. 4 seconds, all this thing is done. Now, getting to the short-term memory. Getting to the short-term memory, there is something that you must know. It will be there. It's going to stay there on the short-term memory until you move it. Unlike from the sensory memory to the short-term memory that moves automatic memory, where you need it when exam comes, you have to move it yourself. And how do you move it yourself? By reading over and over. Everybody say reading over and over. Third class, below third class. You don't want to be among that, do you? So we now start teaching them SQ3 again, monitoring them again. Do you need that? Please don't join that category by next year. And God will help you, but please help yourself. If you now need help, you need help with the personal timetable we give you. Come over to counseling today. We are even planning to send a copy to your platform so that you can have access to it. It will help you. You need help with SQ3R. You can come over. Always come over when you can be helped, not when you are started failing. You are reading, you are not getting it, or your course is not easy for you. Come over, let's discuss it before it is too late. Don't give us hard nuts to crack. Come on time. Let's help you. Now, I've mentioned do's that will help you. Things that you must know, you must do, you must practice that will help you to finish with good grade in FUNAB. We also have don'ts. We have things that to finish well, you must not do them. Number one of it is examination malpractice. This university has zero tolerance for examination malpractice. We have zero tolerance for it. Please don't be involved in it. And that's why we started with things that will help you to remember what you are reading, to do well in your studies. If you practice SQ3R, you practice to study well on time, which is start from now. Your study starts from now. Use of your personal timetable starts the first day the semester starts. So you will not have reasons to say you want to write anything inside, or you want to bring in a smartwatch during the exam. It is not allowed. Use of phone is not allowed in the exam hall. You don't have any excuse. There is nothing like I don't want them to steal it. That's why I put it in my pocket. You will face SDC. And the first time you are facing SDC, you are going on for 2 semesters. If you repeat it again, it is final bye-bye to now. So we don't have tolerance for it. Don't do it. Another don't is social vices. This university has zero tolerance for it. We have zero tolerance for social vices. Social vices now. The slide, social vices. So we have zero tolerance for social vices. One of it is indecent dressing that you are seeing on the screen now. You must have been seeing this banner on this campus. They are everywhere. We cannot overemphasize this indecent dressing. We have zero tolerance. We don't want any form of indecent dressing. Rubber slippers, we don't want. We don't want rubber slippers. We don't want bushy hair. Guys, this your dreadlock. We don't want. You must have your low cut well combed every blessed day. Ladies, we don't want colored ribbon. We don't want it. We don't want multiple earrings. You can see them on the screen. You can see crazy kids. We are not crazy. Is anybody crazy here? You are not crazy, so don't wear crazy things. So we don't want it. Liquor is not allowed. You can see. We don't want this thing in this university. Give it what it takes. Don't create problem for yourself at all. So please abide. We have other social vices. Cultism is one of it. We don't want this university has zero tolerance for it. Don't join. And that is why you must be careful, mindful of the club you join. If you are invited to come and join any club, ask them, is the club registered with the university student affairs of the university? If the club is not registered with student affairs, don't join. Any club that is not registered with student affairs is illegal. Don't join them. Cultism, we have the and to summarize that issue of cultism, it has nothing good to offer you. Cultism can only destroy your life, and I'm sure you don't want your own life to be destroyed. So don't join cultism. I want to show us other social vices that we don't. So, hooliganism is there, stealing is there, we don't want. You are not allowed to fight. He abused me and I slapped him. It's not allowed you to do that. You face everything to do that. So, we have so many, any bad behavior, bad character, it is not allowed. Types of social vices. So you can see this one is not allowed. This one is not allowed. So types of social vices, cultism, smoking, gambling. Please, gambling. Avoid it. We have seen many students, we have experience of many students gambling with their school fees. And at the end of the day, they won't be our students again because once you don't pay school fees for the session, you are a goner. So don't gamble with your school fees. Offensive dressing, substance abuse, use of drugs. It's not allowed. You are not allowed to bring drugs to campus. You are not allowed to take drugs. And even to help yourself, don't take drugs. It can only destroy your life. Don't be deceived into taking it. And be careful what you eat anywhere. We have seen cases where students will cook igbo with indomie or beans and give to another student. Please be careful. Don't eat anyhow. Be disciplined, and be careful. Hooliganism. I've talked about examination malpractice, robbery, sexual promiscuity, harassment, cyber crimes, rape, and several others. They are not allowed on campus. Don't give yourself orders because crossing law is there. So anyone, by the time you are getting your clearance, you are going to be giving counseling guide. You have rules and regulations here too. Please make sure you read the counseling guide that will be given to you very, very well. Digest it. It's going to help you a lot. And please be careful of impersonation. We have people out there every year, people impersonating staffs, deceiving staffs. Please be careful. Make sure anybody asking you to put down your laptop and go and dress. Go and change your dressing. Make sure you know the office. So don't just say, I'm a counselor. So see the way you dress. Oh yeah, put this one and go and change. Don't come back to counseling place that you want to collect your laptop. Make sure you follow the person to the, and that's why you also should always do the right thing so that you don't fall into problem. And another one is your mannerism, etiquette. Please be a good ambassador of your family. You are representing your family here. Know that You need to respect your lecturers. Even the common cleaner in your college, they are not common. Don't be rude to anybody. Don't create problem for yourself, and be your brother's keepers. Suicide ideation, don't welcome it, don't allow it. And if you see anybody, somebody that used to be, very friendly before, becoming moody, don't just ignore it. Move close to the person, or you report. You can tell us, you can just message us, so that we know we can come in on time. Be your brother's keeper, and please serve your God very well. You are a Muslim, serve your God. You are a Christian, serve your God. Pray to your God. Join fellowship, Muslim fellowship, Christian fellowship. Join them and be known with good people. Prayer is very, very important, and as you pray, God will answer your prayers and you finish well by God's grace. Thank you very much.
Please let's clap for our counselor. Keep on clapping until she sits down. Keep on clapping, 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 keep on clapping. Mr. David, we appreciate you. God bless you. As we conclude, please can you just project the schedule for their meeting, the schedule. Fast. I think where's the schedule? Please project it so that they will see. Now, we just want to project, before the day comes to close the program, for orientation close, you want to schedule so that you know when you're supposed to come and submit your forms, your picture, and other necessary documents in student affairs. It's scheduled for you college by college. Please don't miss it for any reason. You are supposed to submit, there are forms that are online for you to fill and submit for counseling units. Do that and then bring it with your passport, and other necessary documents. What am I doing? Admission letter, the form, your passport. So once you come, look at your college, the college you belong to, come that exact day at Unity Building, Block B. Time. Anytime I do. Between 9, when you are free at that day, between our working hours, between 9 and 4, please just come to students affairs and ask for the counseling unit so that you can submit your form by college. So before we go, we want to call the dean to declare this orientation program closed. The deans are Professor Festus Idowu Adeosun. See, I keep on saying so that you know his name. Professor Festus Idowu Adeosun. That's the dean student affairs. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Deputy Dean. Greatest Nigerian students. Let's appreciate ourselves first. Let's appreciate ourselves. Yes, we started 2 days ago, and by His grace, we are able to conclude. We should give time to God Almighty, who spare our life. Like I told you, I'm not a pastor. We have a lot of pastors here, and I want to appreciate the counseling unit of student affairs. Who are on top of this program. I want to appreciate you, man, and your team. I want to appreciate those people, the ICT people. We want to thank you. I want to really appreciate for your doggedness. It's not an easy task. No, you have a big share of the cake. That's what we've been doing in student affairs. We don't sleep both days and night. That's our job. And our job is, we call ourselves, and our position here is in loco parentis. They don't have their father and their mothers here. We are the one responsible for all their welfare until they are back into their various homes. So that's what we do. I want to thank you, I want to appreciate you. Once again, on behalf of the Vice Chancellor and the management team of the Federal University of Agriculture, Abeokuta, 2025/2026